I don't know, surveys that use this. And at the same time, you can have a strong foundations like Songhyun wants. So both can be achieved, I think, at the same time. So there is no problem with that. If you you can have like the formal definition and some theoretical foundation of some for solving a problem, and that after you have that definition, you will have to implement some kind of system, and that is where you also can practice the skills that you want to improve, right, and to show in your portfolio. So yeah, both goals can be achieved, I think. So yeah, the project, the capstone design project, the purpose is that you take everything that you learn during your program and you can integrate and connect all the different knowledge, all the different tools that you learn, all the different skills, and you find some problem, and you define a solution and build, design, and construct a solution to that problem and test that the solution is actually working well. So let me see again what you. Okay, now before we move on, since I told you that this project is divided in two phases, like Capstone Design 1 during fall semester, and Capstone Design 2 during. Sorry, Capstone Design 1 is spring semester, and Capstone Design 2 is during fall semester. Let me share one file that I created. Let me give me 1 second. Where is it? Is it this one? Yeah, it's a very small file. How can I share? I can share here in Zoom, right?
You can share it via Zoom.
Where's the chat? Yes.
If you
Yeah.
you have to see those.
So these ones. It's just a summary of the project. So during the first capstone design, the main goals that I want us to achieve is we define what problem you want to solve, what a specific problem. You do some background exploration and literature review about what other people are doing, other researchers or other applications are doing to solve that problem. And you do some feasibility check. Feasibility is in terms of your skills. If you require some computational power that you need to invest some money or your time. Yeah, if you have all the infrastructure for developing the solution, and you do develop some small prototype if possible during the first semester. That will be great, but it's not mandatory. The main thing I want is like we have the problem defined and you already have some overview of the solution that you want to implement, some architecture diagrams, some class diagrams, or whatever diagram that show the solution that you would like to implement. And during the capstone design 2, during fall semester, is the full implementation. You integrate everything you did together, and we have to test that your project is working correctly, and then you have to prepare the poster. Last year we changed from presentation to poster session. Do you know what is a poster session?
Yes, I've already have experience with poster session.
What about Tejo?
I think I don't know as much as Songhyun knows about poster style presentation.
Yeah, but the posters is the difference between the presentation and the poster is for a presentation type of evaluation, you just prepare some slides and then you give a presentation like a regular presentation in a class, and you have like 8 to 10 minutes to introduce your problem, your solution, and yeah, give some demonstration about your project. In the case of a presentation, you prepare. In the case of a poster, you prepare like a poster and print that. And in a room, you put all the posters for different groups, and you just stand up beside your poster, and the visitor just walk around and they might ask you questions about your solution, and then you interact with the audience there and answer their questions. But you don't have to prepare a specific presentation. You just have to know your project and explain it if people have questions. So I think this year we are going to do the same again, a poster session. So the output of the project, as I say, as you can see here on the right, here, we have the output 1 and output 2. The functional prototype is all the features working in your system, end-to-end system, with real inputs and outputs and integrated components. In your case, if you want to write a paper, if there is a chance to present that in a conference, that is also possible. We can talk about that.
Okay.
And the poster presentation, which will be the actual evaluation of your project. Yeah.
Sorry, it's the background noise. Sorry, I'm right now outside of my office. Sorry for understanding.
No worries, no worries. All right, so what you have to do here, your responsibilities is you are the owners of this project. I am just your advisor. I will try to keep your scope very focused, that you don't start to just add a lot of functionality that it might not be possible to finish in the project. So I will try to keep your scope like good enough just to present your project. But you are the owners of this project, okay? You are going to do all the work, all the implementation, all the design and everything. I am going just to ask you questions and throw you ideas, and you can work on that, okay? So you will be the owners of the project, design, implementers, and testers. Everything is yours. And you will learn a bit about the managing the project. I think this semester you are going to take the IT project management class. So you will learn there that when managing a project is about handling the resources that you have. So for a project, you have resources. In this case, it's human resources like YouTube. You have your skills, you have time, you might have some computational resources, but all of those have some constraints. You don't have all the time of the world. You don't have all the money of the world for running experiments, for example, and you don't have all the human power, just you guys. So you have to learn how to manage those constraints, how to do some trade-offs, how many solutions you can test, because you have to know that you will come up with one solution, then you will try to implement and test that solution, and it might not work. And then you will come up with another solution and another solution, but you cannot test all the solutions in the world, right? So you have to learn how to manage those constraints. That is, I think, like kind of art. It has some principles, but it also kind of you have to learn how to manage those constraints in your own projects. Yeah, the meetings for Capstone Design 1, the first semester, usually in my previous experience, I meet every 2 weeks with the students, not every week. But according to your progress, I might request you that we meet more often. But the first months, we can start meeting every 2 weeks. And during Capstone Design 2, the second semester, then in that semester, we meet every week because we have to check your implementation more often. And what we are going to do in the meetings is that in the previous meeting, we will always together define what are your next steps. So during the meeting, the first thing I want you to tell me is, what did you do? What problems did you find? What challenges you are having? What do you want to discuss? And then we are going to have some discussion, question, brainstorming, and define what you are going to do next. And then you go and work by your own. So that's, that's basically what we're going to do. Here I added a small section of conflicts. So since you are working in a group, you might have some conflict. So what I want, this might happen, hopefully it doesn't happen, but if it happens, if there is some conflict between you guys, I would like you to first don't just ignore the conflict, try to solve it. So you can talk you are friends, so you can talk and try to solve that conflict. And if it is not possible, then you can come to me, and then I will help you to find a solution. But I remember that the most important thing is to finish your project successfully. So that should be your main focus when you are thinking about when you are thinking on solving your conflicts, right? Hopefully there will be no conflicts, so you will work well. But just in case, I want you to have that idea. First, try to solve by talking between you guys, and then if you cannot, then you can come to me and I will try to help you. Okay. But yeah, there is basically the structure of the capstone design project and modules here at ITM. Do you have some question about this? And if not, then we move to talk about your proposal that you have here that you sent me.
First, thank you for organizing these 4 steps. I think based on your this architecture, we can continue progress. First question will be, we are going to construct end-to-end AI agent, maybe using MCP protocol. Then will the problem will be constructing end-to-end AI agent, or should we, while developing the constructing end-to-end AI agent, we should find the sub-problems, which is actual problem we're constructing AI agent, will be my first question.
Yeah, the constructing AI agent is a very generic phrase.
Yeah, right.
So, of course, there are a lot of sub problems inside containing that. There might be technical problems about the technology you are using. There might be some problems that you want to use some agent that it does not exist yet. Maybe you will have to train something or create a new type of agent that it is not existing. So yeah, we will find different problems there, and of course, building an end-to-end AI solution, of course, has a lot of components inside. So one of the first things that I ask to my students when they are designing the project is to come up with some kind of overview diagram of what they want to do. Of course, right now we are not in that stage yet. We first have to define what problem you want to solve. But after you define the problem and you do some exploration about what other people are doing, then build this overview of the different components that your solution will have. Each component might tackle different parts of the problem that you want to solve. But yeah, of course, one of the ways, and I think maybe there might be more, but the way in which I work is have the big problem and subdivide in sub-problems. The same as when we are programming, right? We create some functions that solve some specific problems, and all of them will have will contribute to solve the original problem that you want to solve, right? So yeah, does that answer your question?
Thank you. I think that's a very good point. I think we should specify first whether it is new type of AI agent that is not exist, or are we actually making some performance better. So if it is later one, we probably need to first investigate all the AI financial agent that we can easily find it. They are already released a lot of AI agents. So we need to see that, and we need to check how to measure the performance first, whether AI end-to-end agent, what they are focusing on. And based on that, what Taeho actually want to do is they publish the research article that people can see, and that ease people to invest, that makes people ease to what is it I forgot the word put the money to the good company.
Take your time.
Investing. What Taeho actually want to make is make people ease to sorry.
You can search the word.
Okay.
There is no worry. No worry.
Yeah, like
investment. Make people ease to invest.
Oh.
And yeah, so I think for investment we can distinguish it with two types, which is mid frequency and high frequency. Probably we need to provide people to how to invest. It will be mid frequency or low frequency, so people can read it and invest. So I think I should focus on what kind of AI agent do they have in the market, and also what kind of functions do they have, so we can choose the function or we can develop new functions.
Yeah, as I said, the first thing that you have to do is define the problem that you want to solve. What I can see right now is you just have some idea. You want to do something related with finance and investment, but you don't have still like a specific problem that you want to solve, right? Or
Correct.
do you have one specific problem?
Yeah, like for me, that was the reason why I request you on because the meeting the professor is because we really narrow topic right now. Like what I want to do is like I want to specify some certain topics, and I found out that I don't want to like underestimate or like skills, but I don't also want to overestimate. So I think we should first find some problems or limitations that like current AI agents or current finance agents have. And after that, we can like really specify certain topics or certain implementations that we can improve. And after that, we can like really start implementations or really finding some technical problems. But I think it's really important to take our time, much time to really actually like find out what is the limitations or certain problems that a prior agent has. And I think that's the really point that you can ask Professor Kristen really a lot. So I think that's the problem because like we wanted to finish this like project less than a year, so we put too much and massive components to the PDF that we have sent to Professor, but I think we can actually start thinking what to implement specifically after finding what is the certain topic we can improve.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the thing I want you to be aware is that you actually did a lot with all these big document that you sent me. But the thing that you just have some idea right now what you want to do, but this will change for sure. You just say, I want to go in that area, but you still have to do your research, as you say. So you will explore what type of problems exist in the finance AI related field, and what type of problems exist, what problems already have solution. So if some problem is already solved, unless you want to find a better solution, but in 1 year it's a little short. Usually those type of research take like 2, 3, or 5 years to find us like an extra, like a better solution than something that already has a solution. So it will be better if you find some problem that that somebody else maybe identify already but doesn't have a solution. So the first thing that we are going to do then is to explore. So the best way to explore what has been done and what is being studied now is to read some papers, right? So literature review papers. So let me see if I can find some. What I usually do is I will go to scholar.google. I know that Tejo, you don't want to do something very, very theoretical and researchy, but since AI is so new and all the agent things is also new, there are a lot of tools that are being used. And I was reading actually, since you sent me this proposal, because MCP, I know what is MCP, but I have never used. So I also want to learn about that. So I was reading about that because as you know, MCP was released maybe November 2024. So it's quite recent technology.
It's quite recent technology.
Yeah, so there are many people trying to use that, but doing kind of useless stuff. So you can find a lot of tutorials, a lot of information, but most of those are like a toy problems that have no real impact, or those things are not solving anything in concrete. So the best way to see what it is actually being done is to read some research papers that are already published in some good conference or in some good journal. So that is what we are going to do. So what you can do is go to Google Scholar and let's see, you want to do some finance. So I will write finance and then plus MCP plus AI agent. And then I will write maybe survey. Can I share my screen? So you can see what I am doing. Wait. Share.
Professor, you can now share the screen if you want to.
Okay. You cannot start screen while collaborating on a whiteboard.
I allowed other papers to share the screen.
Yeah, but I think I have to stop this one. Let me see. Share. I have to close the board. Let me close the board. Okay. You see now?
Wait a second. I cannot. Yeah, I can see it right now.
Okay, so let's see. What I did is just write. You want to do something about finance, and I wrote MCP, AI agent, and Sorby. So Sorby or yeah, or review, maybe review. So you can see with this type of review papers, you can read what other people are doing. Other people are doing, what type of problems they are solving, and what type of solutions they have. So let's see this one. This is AI agents in finance and fintech, a scientific review of agent-based systems, applications, and future horizons. So let's check this one. Actually, it seems something that you would like to read. So you open the paper. Let me see. And some papers might be bad, but at least we'll give you some idea what it is being done. So here is AI-driven financial industry, AI regulation, models and algorithms, big data, computational power. Okay, now you can start to think, okay, so the AI finance, AI-driven financial industry have like a four perspectives. One is in terms of algorithms, other is in terms of data, other in terms of computational power, and also a lot of regulations, right? Because of it is a finance industry, right? So they have a lot of regulation. So then you can read the paper. Let's see, overview of key applications of AI agents transforming finance and fintech. So you have investment strategies, credit scoring, risk assessment, fraud detection, and blah, blah, blah. You can see here what are all the different areas and applications that AI agents are working on finance. So you can read here what other people are doing. Let me see. Summary of AI agent applications across key financial domains, highlighting main agent-based methodologies, key capabilities, major challenges, and limitations. So here you can, in this type of survey or review papers, you can, as I said, see like the overview of the field, AI agents-based applications for fintech. There are different areas like algorithmic trading, credit scoring, fraud detection, and then you can see what they are using. They are using AI agents, random forest, gradient boosting, or recurrent neural networks, convolutional neural networks, generative AI, agentic systems, and LLM-based conversations, and so on. What these different solutions have as a key capabilities, and they usually provide you the major challenges and limitations. So here is where you can find what you can do. So if you see here that there is some challenge and limitation that these studies couldn't solve, then you can try to come up with a solution about this. What challenges and limitations this solution has? So then we can come up with some solution and try to tackle them. So yeah, that is what the first thing I think you can do is just read a couple of literature review regarding this AI agents in finance. I think that is what you want to do, right? So you can get like I say like the bird view of the field. Yeah. So do you have some questions?
Actually, it's really nice orientation. I think we got how to go. Two things before Teo asks me some, or ask maybe have another question. What I want to ask is, I think we will focus on doing literature review, and we will do something. And if it is possible, I hope we can communicate with you weekly. I mean, even via Zoom meeting is bi-weekly. I think in early stage, getting a direction and keep communicating by small talk is really important. Maybe can we update our situation via Kakao Talk or email based on your preference?
For sure, you can contact me anytime. And we can have the meetings weekly, of course.
Okay.
The next 2 weeks, I don't know, I will be in UK with the sophomore students, so I might not have time. But after, when I come back, the first week of February, then we can either Zoom or you can come to my office and sure,
Okay.
as much help as you want, as you need, not as you want. Yeah.
And before Theo asks question, I will just notify
So-
that our meeting have I think 5 minutes left, so we should also decide whether to finish or open another Zoom. Do you have anything on to say, Theo?
Okay. Yeah, do you have some question?
Like, I think that for like next meeting, as for like reading these articles or previous works that other people are doing, maybe we can uh, more specify our some topics or fields that we want to do. And I think Aaron and I can more focus on like reading the articles and finding limitations with current AI agents. And after that, we can like have some several options that we can choose. And we can prepare, yeah, and we can prepare some like limitations and topics that we want to do and share that kind of thing with professor. And I think that kind of steps will make our meetings more efficient and more
Yeah,
productive. Yeah.
Perfect. Oh, you are getting, both of you are very fast at catching how these things works. So yeah, the thing is, I already told you how to find these articles. So you can read one or two or more. I think one or two will be, it's a lot if you read it carefully. So while you read, what I want you to do is to select maybe the top 3 areas that you would like to work on and rank, like this is the one I want to work the most, this is the second one, and this is the third one. And in each area you will find several specific problems that exist already. So you can select the top 3 areas, and for each area maybe 1, 2, or 3 different problems that you would like to work on. And then next week or in our next meeting we can discuss about it. If you find one of those areas that you really like, usually these review papers have like, okay, this is in the finance, we have the fraud detection, and we have some agents for fraud detection. And these two, maybe there are 3 works that they refer. They have the link of the other 3 works. So if you really like one area, you can come and read these papers and see what, with more detail, what they are doing. Because the review is just the overview, and they just mention, this work is doing this and this and this. But if you want to see the details, you have to go and check the specific paper. So maybe for the top, the area and the problem that you like the most, you can read a couple of papers that they refer in the reviews to see with more detail what they are doing. Okay, so we can discuss about that during our next meeting.
Thank you, Professor. Can we also update small updates via Kakao Talk if you don't matter?
Yeah, for sure you can. And also another thing that many students do is they create a Notion for the project, then you can invite me to that Notion too, and so I can see what all the materials that you are preparing.
Then maybe can I make group chat of 3 and also send you the Notion and invite you to our Notion page?
Yeah, you can. You have my Kakao?
A cup?
Sorry? So
Sorry?
where do you going to make the group chat in Kakao?
Yeah, I'm going to make group chat in Kakao.
Where are you going to make the group chat? Okay, you have my Kakao?
Where does my internet is right now not good because I'm outside of office.
Okay. You can send me the invite then, and I will join the
Okay.
group.
Yes, that's right. I think you can send you on Cloud Talk invitation link and like Notion link so you can share our program.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, email.
Good. So
Professor,
your
thank you
to-do
for
list, remember we have to define, your to-do list for next week is, or next meeting is find 2 or 3 reviews, read those and select the top 3 areas that you would like to work, and from each area, 1 or 2 problems that you are interested in. And then we
okay.
can discuss about that.
Thank you for guidance today, Professor. Really, thank you so much. And
Okay, you're welcome. If you cannot access a paper, you can search in the Sci-Hub.
okay.
Or not. If not, then you can ask me and I can try to find the paper for you if you cannot access
Thank
it.
you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good.
Okay.
Any other question?
For me, I'm done with today.
Yes.
Okay. Then just next week, how long do we have? How many minutes?
Maybe
Within
1
1
minute.
minute. We
Okay, so let's talk by email. But as I said, next week I can. So maybe in
Yeah.
2 weeks when I come
Okay,
back from
8 weeks,
from
but
UK,
after
okay?
that, we can do weekly meeting or bi-weekly meeting. Thank you.
All right. All right. Have a nice weekend then.
Okay, have a nice day.
See you guys. Bye.